We now return to Let's Play SimCity Societies. I feel like we've kind of reached the end of our journey in this city, so I think maybe we best fill in the last little things here, and then maybe mosey on to another area. First things first, we need to deal with some of our deficits around here, and I think one of the best ways to do that is to get rid of the faith healer. Now, what we're going to replace that with, I believe, is going to have to be a midwifery or some such. We've already got one here, but we need another alternative to healthcare that is not creating such a spiritual deficit. I also think we'd like to add a little bit to our art collections around here, because really we're suffering for that too. Now, there are a few things left over that I have not yet put in this town, so maybe I'd like to put a few of them in first, and then we can maybe decide where we're going to go from there. First things first, it's not going to be an art. We're just going to have to go look in here, and we're going to have to try and find where is it? The county fairgrounds. Now, the county fairgrounds are just hurting our spirituality even more, but of course we gotta have something like this. And maybe not out here. Maybe we'll have it. We actually have, if you look at the map, run out of room on just a few things here. Maybe moving that barn would be a little bit of a better choice, and then we could put the county fairgrounds there. I don't know, but first things first, let's go ahead and get rid of that. And then we'll come back in here, and we'll find those fairgrounds and put it back in. We'll just put it back right in here. I think that'll be just fine. There we go. Another thing I want to put in is the farmer's market, or something like that. Either the farmer's market or the flea market. I think we'll do the farmer's market. This also takes a rather large chunk out of our spiritual, but I don't really see what we can do about that right now. There are not too many theme-appropriate buildings to add into it, so we'll just go ahead and put that here, and I think we'll go ahead and start moving some of these buildings as well. We are in a really bad way right now. Seem to be doing all right on the venues, but as far as people are concerned, we're actually pretty close on the people too. We don't really have to worry too much about that. But I am going to put this over here and get rid of this, and then we're going to put some more people in. Now, we do not have anything good here, so well, I suppose we could put in a few of these homesteads. Why don't we put this hacienda over here instead, and then get rid of this one here, and then we can add in some of those homesteads. I do not know. There we go. Put one back in here, and maybe we'll go ahead and add one in back in here too. Maybe not that one in particular though. How about that one? There we go. A little bit of a dotting there, that's fine. And now maybe we can add something like a garden or something. What about this? Not so much. How about just putting in any kind of garden? Maybe we can do well, that helps with the art, so let's go ahead and put that down. And maybe we'll get that one, not like that. There we go. There we go. Right there. Excellent. So that does take care of that. It's just the spiritual nature of things is what we're really having issues with. We do still have room for people, but we definitely do not have enough venues. And that is going to probably remain a rather unfortunate. Maybe we could put in a flea market after all. Although that takes away a little bit of prosperity. Maybe I can move that farmer's market down here instead. How about put that here? Remove this one here. And then we'll just put in a flea market just a little bit down the road. What do we got here? Productivity bonus. That helps just a little bit. I really wish there was more we could do to just add stuff in here. Because right now, there is not much of anything that's helpful. Certainly nothing that's theme appropriate. What kind of... Well, let's not put one in there. Maybe we could just fit one in the back here. I mean, I guess that looks alright. Decorative wise, what else could we one of those there, and then we'll have the main attraction behind it. Gonna be this big old steam sculpture. Some fancy contraption right there in the middle of town. Alright, what else? I don't believe there's much else, actually. We've got the people that we need. We just don't have anywhere near the attraction. Actually, we've managed to build up the venue capacity to be... Well, actually, we have not. But no one's suffering for it. We do have unhappy people. Work is going hooky and rogue. Yeah, I don't know. I guess we can come down here and look at this monstrosity of a town I've created. We can summon spirits just for the hell of it. I don't know where they're all going. I don't know. I think this has turned out all right. Maybe we should put down a workers' barracks out here. Oh, okay, there we were. Let's put down a workers' barracks out here. That way, we have someone who can come to the brewery, and someone who can come out to this. Just kind of put that right there, maybe. And that should build up our population needs just a little bit. Did any of this have anything good for me? Not really. Communal gardens, we'd be putting down so many communal gardens. Anything we can do with these, we can admit travelers is what we can do. Should see if all of these have been built up. Local attraction, we had to open that first. I think that's the only two I allowed in here. I did not have a full 3. We got some ghosts running around in the middle of the day. Summon a few kindred spirits out here, just to make things interesting. And this one's haunted to begin with, so it is unnecessary to have more. Of course, they got that spooky little cabin out there. Someone's got a visitor. A couple of visitors. Alright. Well, unfortunately, the game does not have as many opportunities as I was hoping it would to have ourselves a little bit of a western town. I do appreciate that at least the vehicles are old-timey for the most part. Although more of the horses and carriages would have been better, I suppose. But all in all, I think this worked out okay. But the desert location definitely limits a few of the other buildings we could have had. Maybe we could have changed the feel just a little bit. If I had done something different. Again, I don't know that buildings like this are necessarily appropriate for where we're at. But I think we're kind of limited there as well. We can't really have the old-timey sheriff's office and general store look of wooden buildings on the boardwalk. We kind of have to go through a few of the brick buildings if we want this to really pull together. And I'm not too happy with how this worked out, to be honest. Okay. Where is the fire station? Oh, it's right here. How convenient. So we'll get that one done. And we got a little farm out here. this little ranch house. I feel like I could have done more there. In fact, this appears to be a tourist destination, so maybe I need to try a little bit harder. Do things like the cabins and what other buildings provide tourist locations. I suppose the tent city does, although it's not a great accommodation to come into and go on vacation with. Are you gonna put that out or what? Looks like it finally got dealt with. Alright. Well, I think we've done all we can do out here in the desert. It's not quite what I'd been hoping for. Just summon a few more spirits, because why not? So, I think I'm going to cut this one short. We've still got a few more episodes left in this 6-pack. And I think, with the holidays coming around, maybe we'll just go ahead and change location and do something just a little bit different. Maybe figure out how to remake this and make it just a tad bit more in line with the theme. Something like that. Now that I've got a list over here with all the different theme appropriate buildings, maybe I can plan out just a little bit ahead of time, and maybe I'll get myself a map that actually looks more like what I'd hoped for. And then we can add other things like maybe a vineyard, maybe have some actual farming going on, a little bit less of a Southwest Tex-Mex kind of area, and maybe something more of a Northwestern Hills approach. So I think we'll go ahead and end this one here, and I'll see y'all next time.